We're going to learn about odd and even numbers today. To do this, we're going to show our thinking through partners and teams. First, what are odd and even numbers? Well, let me introduce you to two of my friends who may be able to help us, Even Steven and Odd Todd. Even Steven likes everything to be equal and fair. His favorite numbers are 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Odd Todd likes everything to be unequal and unfair. Isn't that odd? His favorite numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Now let's get back to the idea of partners and teams. Maybe Even Steven and Odd Todd can help us. Let's look at partners first. Our example is for the number 14. We're going to put 14 into partners. I know in class the partners make a group of 2, so that's what I'm going to show with my picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. When I look at my 14 into partners, I can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 partner groups. I'm going to think back to Even Steven and Odd Todd. I know that Even Steven likes for things to be equal or fair. All of my friends have a partner, and that seems pretty equal to me. I think Even Steven would be happy with this. That's why I know that 14 is an even number. Let's try with teams. I'm going to take 14 again, but this time instead of putting them into partner groups of 2, I'm going to put them into teams. I love to watch baseball, and I know there are always 2 teams that play against each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line, and I'm going to put one team on one side and one team on the other side, so they go against each other. Then I'm going to see if 14 is an odd or even number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I can see that the teams are going against each other with some friends on this side and some on the other. So instead of putting them together in groups of 2 like I did with partners, now I'm putting them on opposite sides for teams. On this team I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. And on this side I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 on this team and 7 on the other. I know that both sides are equal. Thinking back to Even Steven and Odd Todd, Even Steven likes when things are fair. Both of the teams are equal or fair, so I know that 14 is an even number with teams. Let's see if I change the number this time. I'm going to go back to partners, but this time I'm going to do the example of 17 people to find out if it's even or odd. So I'm going to go ahead and remember that when it's partners, I need to put them into groups of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This time when I make partners, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of 2. But not everyone has a partner. This person is left out. They do not have a partner. If I think back to Even Steven and Odd Todd, Even Steven likes when everything is fair. Odd Todd likes it when things are unfair. When someone doesn't have a partner, that doesn't seem fair. So I'm thinking that 17 is an odd number. Let's try again with 17, but this time we'll do it with teams. Remember, with teams, we need two groups that go against each other. So I draw my line, and then I'm going to put my people on opposite teams. So starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's count how many are on each side. This team has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people on this side. Over here on this team, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 on this team, 8 on this team. I don't think that seems very fair. So I'm going to say that 17, when we put them into teams, is an odd number. Remember back to Odd Todd and Even Steven. We know that Even Steven's favorite numbers were 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. That's counting by twos. For our example, 14 was even. I want to see if I can count that by 2. So let's count by twos up to 14 and see if we say it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. If I check by twos, it sounds like I can count the even numbers to check. So that's Even Steven. Odd Todd, his favorite numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Those seem to be the numbers I skip when I count by twos. So let's count by twos again and see if I say 17. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I skipped 17, so that tells me that 17 is an odd number. That's just another way I can check to see if numbers are odd or even. Thank you for learning about partners and teams with me today. Remember, partners are when we have two people working together, just like you do in class. Teams are when two groups go against each other, like in baseball. If you ever get stuck, you can always draw a picture, count by twos, or just ask my friends, Even Steven and Odd Todd, for help.